He was the National Vice President of ISTD, and we have been seeing Sir here, and the major contributions have carried us to this place here today. Thank you so much, sir, for your contributions over the while, and it's great to see you at this position, taking us much forward with more momentum.
Good morning, all of you, my dear student. Respected Honorable Justice Dipak Misra ji, Chief Guest of the today's convocation, my dear colleague Dr. Santi Bedivel, National Treasurer, the Chairman of the Diploma Board, Naresh Pinishiti ji, Diploma Board members, the members of the National Office, and my dear students, their family members, their friends, and their loved ones today. On behalf of Indian Society for Training and Development, I welcome all of you, including our chief guest. Sir, we are honored that you are here. And my diploma chairman has given a brief introduction about you. Sir, ISTD also honored that you are there. Thank you very much. And we welcome you, sir, for accepting our invitation. I feel nostalgia when I was a student of diploma at least 20 years back. I was sitting there, now I'm sitting here. I feel still that day when I got the certificate and also medal. So still I am carries this, I am still ISTDian. 20 years back I have got the diploma, the certificate is still carried, valued in my CV. When I got the service, my interviewer asked me, what is ISTD? I give a very brief, this is the path where I have got the certificate that I am still carrying and feel nostalgia. I am still ISTDian and I still be ISTD, in future also be ISTDian. That is my legacy of the ISTD. Thank you very much. You are the part of the ISTD and I feel that you are also carrying the legacy of the ISTD next of your future endeavor. Where you are there, you feel that I am the ISTD diploma holder. I am the trainer of the country, the trainer of the society, and trainer of my corporate world. That is the things in the ISTD. The convocation is a very significant milestone of the educational growth. When I pass the some graduation or some other things, then we feel some of the professional qualification. That convocation and that gives me still a very, very fresh idea that I am graduate, I am diploma holder, I am such and such thing. Thank you, sir. You are the part of the ISTD, and I should request you, you continue as a ISTD in future also. ISTD as the head of the institute now, I can tell you, is a very unique organization. We are the #1 trainer across the country, training organization of the country. And our many verticals are there. Diploma, one is the verticals. Training is another vertical. Diploma is a stepping stone for you for the future endeavors. And I hope that each diploma will carry your future endeavor. This diploma holder, we have given some extra mileage for the ISTD. When you become today after diploma, you are the member of the ISTD for 1 year as a complimentary members. That ISTD offered all the diploma holders next 1 year as a member. I would request you, after 1 year, you all will be the member of the ISTD. And also, I request where are you be, either corporates or trainer, you give the first preference to the ISTD students or ISTD members where you are, where you will be. Now, today onwards, you will suffix in your CV that diploma ISTD. That also one of the carries for your good tracks in your CVs. So today is a very important day or red letter day for you, that the convocation where you are participating across the country. I have seen some of the country coming for here and there. And I have seen some of them sitting in Kolkata also, where I am born and brought up. I was a student in Kolkata. I have seen 3-4 students came to Calcutta. Thank you very much for coming to Calcutta and participate for these things also. I also welcome all the members, family members who came to across the country with your children or with your friends or here for participate this convocation. Thank you very much for this. In the career, I can tell you, ISTD is one of the training center of the country. We are doing a lot of training, some government of India, some of the corporates. So now onwards, you put in yourselves in the training fraternity across the country and also part of the ISTD in our training fraternity, because we are now is a training member of the government of India. I would request all of you also that you take a part to diploma classes also, where across the country we have almost 20-25 training diploma center where you are there, so that you has given the newly inducted syllabus which our diploma board member has done it, updated the diploma syllabus. Our active leadership of our diploma chairman, Nareshji, he has updated the diploma syllabus and diploma examination, all these things. Thank you, Nareshji, for your active participation for the updating day-to-day basis diploma as per need of our market of our student, as per need of our society. So thank you, Nareshji, for your active part. On behalf of ISTD, I thanks many things that you are doing, the diploma updation, your day-to-day basis. Thank you very much, Nareshji. Gentlemen, ladies and gents, I welcome all of you that in future also you will be part of the ISTD. As the head of the institute, our diploma team is there. Anytime, anything is there. And bring one diploma student to another diploma student, so that our diploma board will be enriched, and your suggestions and others you also give it to us so that we can update it accordingly. Thank you very much. This is my last line, that at the wishing thing that ISTD diploma will be a continued and in future an updated manner, so that your participation in the ISTD and your new thoughts and vision will be implemented in ISTD. Thank you very much once again, so that you are here. Thank you very much. And lastly, I can tell you, this year the golden jubilee years of ISTD as a 50 years. So this year is a special things for ISTD for this golden jubilee years. Another thing I have just remind you that 2020 we are doing the ISTD conference in India. So your active parts of the ISTD conference, golden jubilee year celebration, all these things, you are the student, so you come forward so that we will be happy, and ISTD also be happy that you are the part of the team and you are part of the activities. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Dr. Nataraj. And to move further, we would just request our Chairman, Diploma Board, oath. That's the most essential thing to move ahead, because we actually have to believe what we are supposed to do now. Over to you, sir.
I would request you to stand up for the oath. So what I'll do is, I'll start reading, you follow with me, and only thing is, when I say I, you say your name, okay? So I, Naresh Kumar, no, you'll have to say your name. Huh? I, Naresh Kumar, hereby pledge that it shall be my constant endeavor to be scrupulously honest and correct in the discharge of my duties and responsibilities as management and HRD professional, to uphold the dignity of the individual and the integrity of the profession, to utilize my knowledge for the glory of the society, in the service of the country and mankind at large. Jai Hind. Thank you.
So we have initiated that feeling that takes you step by step towards the diploma certificate. And I would request, sir, that you would please introduce the chief guest to everyone. I would request the national president to please introduce the chief guest.
It's a very difficult to introduce him for me because he is a so enlightened pupil across the country. Even in brief, I am telling you because you know every day that TV and lot of judgment, which is a path making of India, papers and others. So I can give a very brief about him so that you can just know, and already it is there. So Justice Dipak Misra, born in 3rd August 1950 in Cuttack in Odisha, completed his legal education from Madhusudan Law College, Cuttack. Justice Misra began his professional career as an advocate in the year 1977 in the High Court of Odisha. It was appointed as additional judges of High Court in Odisha in the year 1997. He was appointed as the Chief Justice of High Court of Patna in the year 2009. Justice Misra was appointed as the Chief Justice of High Court of Delhi in the year 2010. He was elevated as an Honorable Judge of Supreme Court of India in the year 2011. Justice Misra became the 45th Chief Justice of India on 20th August 2017 and superannuated from the post of 2nd October 2018. He is well known of his historic, bold and landmark judgment in the Supreme Court of India. You will get a lot of judges, but my chairman also told that is a path-breaking judges and more when to go his Googles and others, you get more. But thank you all of them. He is one of the judgment is still alive next few and many decades. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And it is actually true, we don't have words how we can talk about sir, but judiciary really a very important segment, a big position of responsibility. And if we just break the word responsibility, it is only response and ability. And over the years, we have really seen that sir has commendable ability to produce the right responses at the right places. Over to you, sir, please.
Dignitaries on the dais, members of the Diploma Board, faculty members, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted in this convocation ceremony. I congratulate all the diploma holders. I, from the core of my heart, congratulate the Indian Society for Training and Development Diploma Board for their indefatigable efforts. Today's world witnesses a competitive environment, and more so in the field of business. Anyone who has the ambition to make a career in the corporate world or has the will to launch his own entrepreneurial venture would become competent by embracing every opportunity, as a consequence of which he achieves the ability to stand out. Ability enables one to be confident and competitive. The Indian Society for Training and Development helps such professionals to develop their skills in understanding human behavior and motivates different people in appreciating the nuanced features of intrinsic methodology of designing and delivering effective training. The ultimate result, as is visible, is to produce sensitively cultivated and competent trainers who have the immense capability to change the perspectives of a progressive society. As citizens of the country, the central question that is bound to arise in our mind is how to look at the future. I may sound a little philosophical, but I would request you to concentrate what I am going to say now. It's not in the world of commerce, it's in the world of future, the time, and time rules all of us. I'm not saying that we are the slaves of time, but time in its own emphatic way governs us. That's why I say future as a term has to be correctly understood in the context of a nation state like ours. It is to be borne in mind that the future becomes present every moment, and the present, from the perception of the country, is constant nowness. Therefore, all of you should constantly engage yourselves with the nation building that can fulfill the wants of millions. I have deliberately used the word want, as I am of the convinced view that powerfully conveys the desire of the collective. That's a distinction. When I say I desire it, maybe I am not really putting it correctly. When I say I want it, I need it. I have to have it. I have to make myself able. I have to make myself capable. That is the spirit of the individual. And this spirit is the spirit to achieve something. That's why I have deliberately used the word want. Want is the perspective of the collective as well as the individual. The only target, because I am of the opinion that no one should fix a target. Once you fix a target and achieve it, you are a failure. Once you fix a target and achieve it, you are a failure. If you do not have a target and you work on the constant path of progress, you have the Everest for the achievement. I mean, geographically that's the pinnacle, but you don't do it. Let's not fix the target. Let's achieve the target which we have not fixed. Fixation of target and achieving it is complacence. Let's not be complacent. Let's be achievers without fixing achievement, without fixing the target. We are a first developing country. As Naresh has apprised you, we need 10 million people to be trained every year, and there has to be rigorous training. Because you people are, as I have been told, are in some workplace or doing something, you have to devote your time. Devotion of time is passion. I treat all of you as the passionate learners, and the people who enter into teach others or train others, they must have the dedication, the devotion, the confidence, and eventually the passion. The passion of learning and the passion of teaching or training must go together. The professionals who go through the rigorous diploma program of 18 months gain the knowledge, skills, and attitude to come out as good trainers as well as training administrators. I've been told that some of the alumni who have completed the program successfully have embarked upon not only taking up training as a career, but also disseminate their knowledge to further develop others as effective trainers through the Train the Trainers program undertaken by them. As I know, you are competent professionals. You are going to get the certificates. Only competent people eventually get the honors. Honors do not fall from the wind. You get them. And getting it is a reality, and getting it is a fulfillment of personal ambition. You see, Mr. Nataraj Ray has told you he still feels nostalgic about it. Why does he feel nostalgic about it after 2 decades? Remembrance of the past, especially affirmative nostalgia, is a good thing. I've told to many young people, most of you are quite old in that way, nostalgia in affirmative proximity is intellectualism. You really enter into the past to understand. You are in constant dynamic learning. I may note with profit that dynamics of learning gives aid to acquire improved abilities. The participants learn how to train the executive with ease and enable them with experience to overcome challenges. They also get equipped with the tools and techniques to help people succeed. In addition, the participants flourish and expand the capabilities in assisting organizations through training interventions and effectively support that change management initiatives that's in the ultimate eventuality paves the path of progress. You are the game changers. The thought process prevalent in organizations can be metamorphosed or transformed by people like you. The thought can change people. I may add here, do use the artificial intelligence, but never be scared of it. You see, there is a feeling going on as if the artificial intelligence is coming as a demon to destroy the individual genius. I am of the considered view that you are the people who must use them. It's a tool, whatever it is. Don't be subservient to it. You are the controller, you are the master, and you are the governor of that original intelligence. And I say without any hesitation. I must add here that the diploma holders should not only possess intellectual competence, but their actions should be reflective of their attachment, love, and concern for the subject. Their passion and enthusiasm should clearly show the conceptual as well as the actual transformation. The ones who are getting honors are to remain under an obligation to develop their personality, which would have real relevance in the respective sphere of their work. They should become such beings who not only possess the progressive resolve of society, but should also develop hunger, and I emphasize hunger for spiritual understanding. The true combination of both can make you men and women of strength, grace, and eventually the builders of society, which is culturally sound, economically powerful, and disciplined, and socially bonded. Esprit, I may elaborate it further. It can be said that your orientation should have the flavor of reconstructed pragmatism. Please think over these two words. Why have I used reconstructed pragmatism? If the knowledge is not appropriately used in the field of practicality to construct the entire knowledge you have achieved throughout your life, is meaningless, an exercise in futility. I intend to say you must be the products who believe in constructive pragmatism that helps the society and eventually helps the nation. You should believe that it's possible for individuals of intellect to mold the course of history and change the pattern of the society. You have the potentiality to refashion the social structures and organizations. A trainer in any field is an eternal learner, and he espouses the value of constant engagement with the learning. In this regard, I'll quote a passage from a Supreme Court judgment which deals with 10 teachers. You are trainers because you have got the diploma, but just adjust your thought with this passage. I quote, acquisition of knowledge and obtaining of necessary training for imparting education have their immense signification. As C. Simmons would like to put it, the secret of successful teaching is to teach accurately, thoroughly, and honestly. And one may fruitfully add that accuracy and thoroughness can be achieved by cultivated education, mature training, and keen intellect. That is why teaching becomes a teacher's passion and religion. A good teacher, in a way, represents country's orderly citizen. A teacher is expected to kindle interest in the taught by method of investigation, incessant implantation of knowledge, and demonstration of experience that is replete with intellectual pragmatism. A student who is keen on getting trained has to keep in mind the concept of reason, conception of logic, and sanctity of rationality. Please try to understand logic or rationality and eventually the reason. You are to build the scientific temper, and the scientific temper must have some association with the conceptual spirituality. This combination can make you a holistic personality. And holistic personality is a protagonist in history. I can see in all of you so many protagonists, and I am sure the future will be able to embrace you as the real protagonist, not on stage, but in life. Having said what I have said so far, I would like to conclude by saying that all of you are present here should never forget the efforts of the society, as the society has endowed you with superior abilities. Remembering such a benefit is gratitude, which is a great virtue. And I'm sure the society that loves you, in your turn, you must remain grateful. Expression of gratitude is a great human quality. I'll be really delighted if you cultivate this quality further in you, and I must, before I part, congratulate you again for having this certificate which the society has endeavored to confer on you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Could we just have one more minute with you? As an expression of gratitude, I request our